Oh, no, they've all moved away now. Oh, I was going to... Oh, no, they're coming back. No, well, they're still kind of near it. I can still make the joke. We're living on the edge. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to call these sheep Aerosmith. So, yeah. Anyway, what have I been up to? So, right. What have we been up to? What? What? I don't know. Right. Yes. So, what I've been doing, I've added in a couple other trees over here. I've added in a little bit of texturing around this area, just sort of testing it out, you know, trying it, being like, do I like it? And I quite like it. So it's something that I think I'll put in sparingly every now and then. So we've just got it in this section, and just what it is just putting in a bit of tuff going up and down the place. So not going all the way up, but just I quite like it. What else? Oh, there's this squiggly mess of squiggles. I've extended this bit out a bit more. I've added in some trees up here to the orc village. And what I've started doing was I've started planning out where these paths are going to go. So I've started putting in a path here, going through there. There'll be a cave. There'll be a cave down here. The water goes there, a big waterfall. There's a cave behind the waterfall. This is going to just be where the mountain comes along, keeps coming along the cliff up here, so we can keep bringing this up to the peaks, because, I mean, look how far away those clouds are. We're nowhere near peak level yet. These are just foothills in what's going to be giant mountains. So up here, I thought I really like this idea of having the orc village kind of go up and above this area. So have it on multiple levels as it kind of snakes its way up, and then we can have the mountain coming up from the top here, and like another peak coming up that way, rivers passing through the mountain. I think it'll look really cool. So yeah, I started putting that in, and I think it looks really cool. I'm really happy with that. It's a weird amount of progress, because I've been doing this for ages, just trying to get these angles right. Sort of, I've built these up, I've torn them down, I've built them up, I've torn them down. It doesn't look like the hugest amount of progress, but it is progress. It's progress nonetheless, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it extends out this area. I've got plans where I want buildings to go, so a couple along that wall behind me. A nice circular one here, another square one. I think I also want to design up some new buildings to go in this area, maybe some more bigger ones like this, or just a bit more, just difference in shape, which is why this one directly behind me is different in shape. And I think that'll look really cool. I'm really happy with this sort of the angle that I've got for this, of going up here. I think it's a really good angle. Just works really well. Just, it's nice and gentle, gradually going up, and I think it's going to look really cool once it's all put in. Just slowly going up, slowly working our way up to here, and then can go all the way up here, and then they'll buy the waterfall up here. And I'm really happy with how it looks. As I said, I know it's not a huge amount of like obvious progress, but planning in creative worlds is important too. Like, it's very important to plan out all of your builds, not to like the fullest extent, because I don't really plan this world out hugely, but when you're making big changes like this, it's always good to have at least a little plan, like an idea of like, right, where am I going to go next? What am I going to do? Because I know there was, at the end of the other episode, couple episodes ago, we had sort of the options of like, do we expand out that way? Do we expand out that way, this way, that way? And it was sort of like, I didn't have any obvious plans for what it was going to be. I didn't show you any obvious plans. So it must have been a bit harder to make that decision, and to obviously know like, oh, I think this would be a good idea. Whereas over here, we now have an idea of what these ruins kind of look like, what these paths and ruins kind of look like. And I think they look really cool. I don't think I gave them enough time in the previous video. But let's just quickly just look through this quite slowly and quite nicely. I think this looks really cool. Like, there's just a bit of moss, bit of cobble, some bushes here and there, grass, sheep, these cattails or cattails, whatever you want to call them. I think they look really cool. And yeah, it's something that I think I'm so happy with that. And it's so vastly different to this area, to the orcs base, or like the orc village. It's so different. And I think that's really good to have these areas of difference, but also because the terrain kind of flows and we got these trees that link it down to the forest over there. These building style links up to the sort of the climbing area. The climbing area? It's like it makes it sound like a play area. Like the ladders that take us up to this top area. It all links and it all fits and feels like it connects without having to be exactly the same. Oh, and I lost track of where my hand was on the keyboard. But yeah, I think it looks really good. And I'm really excited to build in this area. It's sort of giving me an idea of like, right, yeah, I want this to look like that. We're going to have this sort of snaking up here. And yeah, I wanted to get a sort of different kind of episode where I'll show off sort of the actual plans of what I'm doing instead of just building it and going, ta-da! Here it is. Yeah, I wanted to show you that, like, yeah, planning happens in creative worlds as well, and these are sort of ways that you can do it. Just lay out sort of little spaghettis or spaghetto, little spaghetti. Is spaghetti the plural? Does that mean it's spaghetto is the singular? Because I know that panini is the plural and panino is the singular. So is spaghetto the singular spaghetti? And by that logic, is the singular of ghetto getty? You know, when someone says like, well, I live in the ghetto, in the ghettos, they often say ghettos, but it's like, should it actually just be ghetto, and getty? No, ghetto and getty was multiple. I don't know. Anyway, I built some things, or at least I planned some things. So yeah, if you like this one, short and sweet, and actually, is it short? Hang on. Well, it's about 7.5 odd minutes. Kind of short, kind of sweet. Who knows? If you like this one, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that YouTuber jazz, and yeah, let's meet up. Let's meet up in the next one of these and see if I've actually made any progress on this. Let's see. Can you imagine if I just started working on something else instead? Anyway, bye.